Well, today I'm proposed with a problem, a little bit of a problem here, and that is mobs. And well, we've always been dealing with, of course, mobs and mob loot. But I think today we are going to create ourselves a system that will allow us to spawn in just about anything we want. And we also might get ourselves a little bit of creative flight, well, at least around our base, so we can build more and do more epic things. And I think some creative flight is going to be quite nice. But we're also going to be able to spawn mobs in. So I need to generate myself a little bit of a room, and down here, I'm slowly working on it. I need to create myself a place to get ready to get started on this RF tools adventure, because today we're diving into a lot of RF tools. So at the moment I was sort of grinding out some of the ore, the special ore, because we're going to need several pogs today. Let's go ahead and drop down. I have successfully made the lab, and everything except for the lights are from the Escal utilities. This is really nice. And now I know why Escal worked on this. This is awesome. All of these blocks can really fit together, especially these space blocks. Ah, oh, this is nice. Added some vents and stuff. Now this room, very specific use case. We are going to be using this to spawn mobs in, and at the moment not kill them. We're going to kill them ourselves. But to be able to spawn them in, I'm going to be basically just standing in here and killing them. We may be able to set up something later on to completely wreck them without the need for us to be here. But for right now, I'm going to set everything up manually, and they're going to work towards automating it. But you may be wondering, what exactly am I talking about? What am I going to be using to spawn the mobs in? That's where I'm going to be using a spawner, but not just any spawner. We're going to be using this spawner right here. The one from RF Tools Utility. Yes, and we're going to need more than just a spawner. We're also going to need matter beamers. But first, I'm going to go ahead and get a spawner made, and then we also need a syringe. And then we'll be able to figure out just how many matter beamers we need. I think 6 of them is probably more than enough, if I remember correctly. But we're also going to be sending items to these with another mod. We're going to be using modular routers to send items to these matter beamers. I think you can use hoppers, but it'd be pretty slow. So let's go ahead and make this. I think I'm going to need a lot of redstone. I don't think I have nowhere near enough redstone. I might have to literally farm this out. This is going to be this is going to be the hard part, I think, is just getting enough redstone. I have tons of ore, but man, I'm going to have to manually place 900 redstone ore to do this. So I built this room and everything. I thought I was going to be getting into this today. No. So this spawner requires 3 times compress. I just broke over 900 redstone ore with, nonetheless, Fortune 6, and still only had enough to make 1 single compressed block of redstone. And that's counting all the redstone that I currently had inside my inventory. So this is going to take some time. I have no real other means of getting redstone other than maybe a witch. So I'm going to take this and spawn a witch in, because I don't think you get like redstone blocks from any of these, right? I don't think so. I've not seen any. So yeah, this is insane. All I need to do is go over to my spawner setup and I guess switch it over from what it's currently, which is skeletons, by the way. Switch it over to witches, and let's hope. With this skeleton is shooting me. Let's hope that this right here actually converts to a witch. Maybe. I can't tell. It looks like it switched to a witch. Now we just have to, yeah, let them drop. Perfect. Okay. Well, that's the thing. All right, so with the witch spawning, it's so loud over here. I guess I'll just have to let this run for a little while. And I not mean a little while, I mean a long while. Because that's going to take a whole lot. A whole lot of redstone. Thinking another way that I might be able to do this, is a conjurization catalyst. this might be able to do it. We have a bit of, but we have quite a bit of mana. Don't get me wrong. I have a whole lot of mana. So it's funny that this is all coming back to Botania. But I need to make this. It's going to cost a pog. The alchemy catalyst alone is pretty nice. We could convert like glowstone into redstone, but I don't have that much glowstone. This, however, lets me duplicate that with mana. It'll let me throw in redstone and give me double the redstone back. So all I have to do is break this and this, put this underneath it, and now it becomes that pool. And so a single piece of redstone will double and give me another piece of redstone back. You just see now I have redstone. So if I throw a whole stack, I will have now 2 stacks of redstone. How much mana did that use? I don't actually know. That's the problem. And I definitely need some place to sort of stand to successfully do this. This is going to take a while. You know what? This actually might 100% be possible. Like doing it this method. 100%. I think I'm going to have enough mana for this. Because I've already technically duplicated more redstone now than I had just farmed earlier. So we already technically should have enough to make another triple compressed. This is insane. Yeah, because look what this looks like once you start getting it going. Yeah, this is pretty quick. So after quite a bit of time and draining my mana pools completely empty, boom, 4. That is insane. That was a lot. And look, my mana pools are thirsty. Completely empty almost. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad I was like, you know what? Botania can duplicate. I almost forgot that that's a possibility. Why? Why is that so expensive? That's insane. Wait, what is that? Does that drop from... What? Vault helmet unique. Iskal armor set. Does that drop randomly? That literally just dropped. Oh my gosh, it does not fit with my googly eyes. Oh no, I've become one of them. I've become... Oh no, I've been infiltrated. Oh no, I've been I can't even say the word. Infiltrated. Oh no, by the Iskalians. Oh man. Yeah, I guess that literally must have... Okay, that's kind of cool. A -1 set. That must have dropped from witches. I didn't know that was a thing. Interesting. Okay, anyways, I'm kind of getting distracted because I just literally farmed up all that redstone. Oh my gosh. That was insane. So, now I can actually craft and spend all that redstone on that spawner. However, I'm going to have to make some more pogs because I did prep up some pogs and I had to use pogs for that. And I don't have, I think, a pog for this. So, oh, luckily I have enough resources. Let's go ahead and make this Biniatite. Boop. And we're good. Bam. Larimar. Or, yeah, Larimar. And this. A spawner. Oh boy. This is going to get a little bit interesting. Now, placing the spawner, it's pretty straightforward. It just requires a little bit of power. Nothing else much to it. But we do have to get power to this thing. And down here. That's going to be a thing. So to get our power moved around, well, we're going to be diving into RF tools as well. And yeah, this is going to be a little expensive as far as vault diamonds. And I really wanted to save up my vault diamonds, but I feel like this is actually kind of important. The power cell link card is so expensive though. Oh, that's going to hurt. I mean, we only need to move it though once. So it's going to cost us, but that's fine. So, all right. So what I need to make is I need to make myself the dimensional cell that's basic. So let's go ahead and make this. Actually, let's do Larimar or Larimar, because we already have it. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of crafting today, but that's how it is sometimes. See, two of those. And then the power card Luckily, I think we only need to link it to one. I don't know if we need two of those or not. It's been a little bit since I've played with this mod. We're gonna need one of those. And I'm basically be making a simple dimensional cell. And this right here also requires compressed, but it's only single compressed. Thank goodness. Two of those. And we'll make a simple cell. I think this will transfer 5,000 back and forth. I'm gonna need another one because we have to have two of these. So boop. I am missing this. Luckily, I should have this. All right. Just from all that redstone stuff that we just did. So there are two dimensional cells. So we need one that's going to connect to all of our power that we're generating, which we're going to be setting that up with Botany here in a little bit. And then we are going to also need this card, which, ouch. Yet another thing that is going to hurt to make. And I don't remember if I need one. It's been a little bit. I think we put it in here just to link it to the current system, and then it links. Yes. I believe. So all I have to do to maintain power, which should be enough to run this hopefully, is to have the mana spreader go into a mana flux field, which by the way are incredibly cheap. And then that goes into here. Now you can see this is linked. I want to make sure that this card works. So at the moment we have nothing in there. I have two of the cards. So with me putting this card that is linked to this one in here, we don't actually need more than one. So I have another one for later. Unfortunately, I did have to use my vault diamonds for it, but eh. So now the only other things I need, I think, is the the matter beamer. Go ahead and grab that. So we are going to need 3 of these. I think for right now, 3 is a good starting point. And then we need to feed it. We'll have some hoppers probably for right now, just getting some basic stuff to them. Other than that, I think we're good. Is this like a regular chest? What is going on here? Anyways, I'll worry about the hopper here in a second. So along with the matter beamers, we need to power those. That'll be pretty simple. I'm going to actually set these one here, and one here for right now. That's going to beam into this. The power will come from here and we'll reach over there as well. What else do I need? I think levers, and that's it. Oh, I need a syringe. That's right. One of the most important parts. And I think the first mob might be a zombie. Just because I think that'll be something that'll be pretty easy to get. RF tools. And we'll grab ourselves a syringe. It's actually kind of expensive for the syringe. A pog and some vaults. There's 2 of those. And a pog. Of course, I got to make the pog. And I'm out of sparkle. You're always out of one gem. Now that I have a syringe, I've got to punch a zombie. Or punch multiple zombies, it seems. Yep, until this syringe is nice and full. Remember, I think you can actually change. Yeah. So you really only need one syringe. Because anytime you want to change, you literally can just take the syringe out and then go back to punching whatever it is that you wanted a lot of. So for example, I'm going back now. I changed it to a pig. So yeah, you can use passive animals, but yeah, I need to get this thing filled back up with zombie DNA. But if you accidentally punch something else, yeah, it can reset it. Yep. So now we have 100% zombie. Let's go see what items we need to feed that matter beamer. All I have to do is put this in here and we can see, okay, so we need some sort of organic matter, some sort of dirt. So it looks like saplings, dirt, we have plenty of, and 0.1 rotten flesh. So here's the kicker. You do need its product or its item sent to this in order to work. Now we also have to do another little thing that is kind of important, and we have to have the wrench. I don't think I have one made, so I'll go ahead and make one. And we need to actually bind this. I think this has the different modes. So yeah, this is set here. The destination set. Destination set. So all of these are ready to be sent. All I gotta do is get levers put on them and power. And then I'm gonna put a hopper on them, feeding them all these items for now. later on we're going to use something else. So here we go. Let's test this out. We'll give this dirt. We'll give this rotten flesh. And we'll give this saplings. We flip these on. I think these all need levers. And they might work. Do they have to be directly on this? No, they were on. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. And there it goes. And it's sending the items. 800 RF to spawn a zombie, but it's not spawned one yet. Interesting. Oh, never mind. It spawned one. Yeah, it spawned one just fine. Huh. Wonder why it's not spawning faster, though. It has all the items it needs. Okay, so I know exactly why it only spawned one. The organic matter, it does need a lot more of. So, saplings, for example, we're gonna need a lot more. And I think LV cable is just not going to cut it. We are definitely going to have to use more. And as you can see, this right here is also just not keeping up with the demand. We've got to have a better power system. This is just not going to work. So I know my power is lacking at the moment. That's completely fine. What I do need to do is set up item routers here, here, and here, and get the basically the final output or final setup kind of going here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a barrel here, or these are special, by the way. These are storage barrels. They're kind of like storage drawers. And then what I need to do is I need to configure these pullers so I can do them all at once, and they are going to pull from down. So I can set that as the first step that happens, pull from down below. And then I'm going to have a sender module that is going to send up, and that's going to send to the top. So we can do all three of these at once. That's going to send from the buffer. Very simple here. And then last but not least, these each get 9 upgrades apiece, speed upgrades. This should make this incredibly fast. And probably one of the fastest modes of transporting items that we have unlocked at the moment. And then last but not least, I need to use a lever to make sure these are on when I want to turn them on. I don't have a real good way of doing all of them at once, but this should work. So now I need rotten flesh. And I can just go ahead and throw that all in. Just like that. And you can see that's going to send in. It's about as fast as we can possibly kind of get it in there at the moment. I don't know if the other cinder modules would work faster, but this is probably as good as we're going to get. And then I'm going to be able to fill this entire thing up with saplings. Thankfully, we have a ton of them. And I mean a ton of them. Like 16,000 saplings. It's too many. Why do I have so many? So that's going to send that. And then dirt. Or sand. Or really anything. I'm going to go with dirt. Because we have just insane amounts of dirt. So much. And there we go. Now, activate, 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 and I don't know if this like needs it on or not, but you can see right here, this is where the sender is a little slow. So it's okay with sending this, but we have to send it all of these items. And then it finally spawns in one. So what we might end up doing is after we send enough of these items, which you don't use too much, we might convert these others to just sending saplings. That might be the better way to go about doing this. And that'll make it a little bit faster for us. So, I mean, at least now it's spawning them more consistently, but my goodness, this is actually kind of slow. We would need way more matter beamers, like probably 3 on this wall, 3 on this wall, and 3 on this wall to make it go anywhere faster than this. Now, I could reduce the cost of the power, but that's going to take taking every single one of these pieces and kind of putting them through a process. And I thought I was going to get to the creative flight today, but I don't think we're going to have enough power to do that from RF Tools. Like, I just don't think I have enough power. Now, the reason I want to set this up is because later on, this is really going to start to take off. So we will definitely increase our power here soon, but this is going to be made a whole lot easier once I unlock the next mod that I think I want to go for, and that is refined storage. Yep, that's the next mod that I believe I want to go for. Now, last but not least, I did mention that I may or may not mess with this, but I think it might be worth it. The environmental controller. I mentioned creative flight. We're going to see if we can afford it. If not, we'll of course scale our power needs to whatever we are going to have to go after. But yeah, I was kind of concerned, like maybe we don't have enough power. That's okay. Let's go and let's check this out. I went ahead and made another syringe. We're going to need a syringe to make a flight controller. And I've got to punch some ghasts. This is going to be kind of interesting, honestly. Now, I want to try something while I'm getting a ghast here. Okay. Come here, ghast. I need you to come here. Oh, darn it. The thing is you have to physically punch the gas, and gas can be incredibly tedious to get. Oh, near you. Because they're so scared. Or this one is just gonna walk right towards me. Okay. There we go. Come here. I don't want to walk into the lava. Let me trap it. Come on, why are you being so difficult? There we go. Don't you run away. Oh. But one punch. Oh no, this is gonna take too long. This is gonna take so long. So after all of that craziness just to get a syringe. Oh my gosh. Yes, that was pretty interesting. Definitely a challenge. So I need this to be able to make the flight modifier. This bad boy right here. Let's see, I just need an infused ender pearl and boop, I have a flight module. We have our environmental controller. The only thing that would be kind of nice to do would be potentially to make this a little bit cheaper on this as far as power goes. And that is to use, see, a pearl injector. I'm looking for the thing. This right here, the infuser. So if I make a couple of these, make another casing, which we've spent so much on casings today. We can make a machine infuser, and this is going to use dimensional shards. I should have several of those. There's, yeah, several thousand. Thing is it shouldn't take too many of them to work. I don't remember if this needs power. It does need power. And we put this in here and we just keep feeding it shards, and you can see the infusion level is going to go up on this controller. And I need this to be at 100% so we get the cheapest cost possible for power for our upgrades. 4 stacks of shards. Now that I know that, that's actually pretty decent to get this to 100%. And now that's 100% infused, it should cost less when we use it. Question though, do I have to insert this first before? Module inserted. Okay, I can access it. Maybe the lever's causing problems or the spawner itself. Place that. Place this. There we go. Now I can see. Okay, and then we put this in here to upgrade. You can see it's filling up with power, but we got to kind of tell it how far do we want this to go, and the height is a big deal. At the moment we have 30, and then we can take this to like 120, but yeah, that's going to start to go really high to 120. It's going to cost too much power, and I think the height, so the radius we might need to change. Let's change this to like 30, 120, and set this to like, I don't know, 55. Probably still not going to be enough. So we do have flight though. What is this, level 65? So you definitely want to set this to 65. There we go. And then 120 seems reasonable. Is this going to build back up? What's the height? What's the highest height of this? Because I want to use this to finish up all of the other components. So this is like 120, basically. So 120 is right where we need it to be. Radius, though, like how quickly do we lose out on the creative flight? I don't actually know. We can definitely drop the radius to like 15 maybe. And it's slowly coming back on the power. So we're definitely not using as much. We can always turn this off. So as you can see down here, we should not get flight, but we should get flight within here somewhere. Interesting that we don't. 64. Maybe I need to make this 63. Maybe the radius is what's putting it off to me. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Now we have flight. So we have creative flight. And just like that. But I'm sure at a certain point, we're going to lose it. I mean, we get it for quite a distance here. I don't know if it's time-based or what. That's way further. I think it's definitely time-based. Because I don't have it here. But I do get it once I step back in. I have no idea 100% how this works, to be honest. That should be our height range. Interesting. So yeah, at least I'm going to be able to, you know, finish this up and make it look a little bit nicer with this creative flight that we now have around our base. I just got to get the power sorted out. Once we have some power going, this will no longer be an issue. And you know what? I think I might have just the perfect setup for power next episode. And I think we're going to be setting up the Endergenic generator. It's so cheap and it's staring us right in the face. And it can generate thousands of RF per tick. And we've unlocked this mod, so might as well put it to good use. But anyways, guys, today has been a great episode. I hope you enjoyed. Now keep in mind, I have ran some vaults in between episodes. And then at the time of you guys watching this video, of course, yeah, there were some vaults run. Be sure to check out the Discord, discord.gg/ChosenArchitect. I actually streamed those runs while hanging out in the Discord. So be sure to check that out. And guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, I'd like to thank the sponsor of today's video. That, my friends, is going to be a huge thanks going to Bodkins. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord. And of course, guys, if you enjoyed today's video, I know it was a little bit, I don't know, off. We got to get our power going, and then everything is going to kick off, I promise. And then once we get refined storage, everything is going to just kind of fit together. We have so much ahead of us, so little time. Guys, I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.